Okay, I am recording this again because I ran out of space. It's only supposed to be a 5-minute video. I have 4% remaining on my computer. Stupid me. I need to get this done, okay? So I am going to get this done. I'm not going to talk about the book since you have read it. So I'm going to just give it the name, Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng, okay? Very interesting, very character-based. If you're interested in the murder mystery, do not read it. Okay, that's my intro to the book, okay? I can't give anything else. I don't have much time. Alright, so we're going to discuss the passage where Lydia nearly drowns, okay? She drowns in this novel, but however, I thought this was interesting because in this scene, she nearly drowns again, okay? So, and that saves her. And this was a few years before, and I thought it was almost foreshadowing for the characters, but whatever. Okay, but the important thing is, they both said interesting things by the time she died. Like, they both seemed almost to want Lydia to die in a way. But they were still panicking, which shows they still loved each other regardless of that. And I'm here to show that. Okay, so first is style, element, technique / critique 1 is syntax. And the quote is, whenever he remembered the moment, it lasted forever, a flash of complete separateness as Lydia disappeared beneath the surface. And purpose, the need for a colon kind of shows that Nath was really panicking in that scene, since the colon is there to emphasize the previous scene. And the colon is meant to kind of, in the previous scene, I guess the previous phrase is the moment, that the thing that occurred, and basically it's meant to show that he didn't forget this scene, that he really did not forget. That's why he's explaining it. So you don't typically forget what you're panicking about. So it's kind of showing that it's emphasizing the phrase before, which is what's about the scene, it showed that he really remembered that scene. He really was panicking during that scene, and that's why he needed to explain it. I know this sounds really rough. Okay, so example 2, she had staggered so readily, fell so eagerly that she and Nath both knew that she felt it too. This pulled it that she now exerted and didn't want it. Again, there's a colon and several commas in this run-on sentence. It's kind of meant to show that she is panicking. Why? Because when you're panicking, sometimes how do I say this? Sometimes you you can't really string a sentence together. You're stuttering around. You can't think coherently. Like, it's like when you're under stress, like you have too much on your mind going on, and you're not going to be able to think. You're not going to be like, oh, hello, dears, I am panicking right now, and I'm just going to talk very normally to you. Like, it just doesn't happen. So that's what it's meant to show. Now, for style, element / technique due to a figurative language. He and his parents and their lives would spin into the space where she had been. They would be pulled into the vacuum she left behind. The figurative language is really showing that's panicking, because he's making these big comparisons, showing spinning around, which kind of, it just reminds me of the world and everything. And he's making these big comparisons because he's really worried about what would happen if she died. Like, the parents spinning around, that sounds like the world. And he's making a comparison to the world because he really is worried about the outcome of this. And example 2, my last example, the weight of everything tilting towards her was too much. For the final piece of evidence, I could have used a lot of things, but like a run-on sentence, but I chose this one because it kind of, the weight of everything. She's stressed out, and when you're panicking, when you're panicking, you're going to feel stressed, and when you're stressed, you're going to feel like there's a lot on your mind, which is exactly what she's thinking. It kind of supports, the run-on sentence. She can't get a coherent thought out because she can't get a coherent thought out because she's panicking. And when you're panicking, again, you're not going to come into a room like, well, hello, I just wanted to start off by saying that I am panicking right now. Like, you're not going to be talking like that. You're going to be stumbling over yourself. And this kind of shows that, yeah, she's afraid. Okay, the author's writer is pretty choppy to kind of let us know that they're panicking. It's almost over, so I really need to hurry up. And in the passage, the author wanted us to let us know that this is a panicky scene for the characters and for us.